Finally, we have a success prompt, which we're not going to go to, but it's basically about defining success for yourself, where, again, all of this is in the template, but it's basically where we are trying to imagine yourself in a state of complete contentment, lasting peace. You are deeply satisfied with your life, and you're trying to answer, what is a successful life? A successful life is one where ... For me, success really means to ... I'll be proud of how I've lived my life if ... This is trying to get at what is your own personal definition of success. It is underneath, if you're watching after the fact. This is the Life Compass template that has all of these prompts, and the homework is going to be to continue crafting your Life Compass document. I would recommend you bookmark your Life Compass document in your browser and look at it every now and then, especially look at it once a quarter when you are setting your quarterly quests or when you're doing any kind of goal setting or anything like that. And I have a different version every year. So my 2024 one was interesting. My 2025 one has had a few tweaks from my 2024 one. Over time, you find, like, the more you do this exercise, I've been doing this every year for a few years now, these sorts of prompts, they all kind of converge on the same sort of stuff. And as a little bonus, as I talked about, the homework is, in terms of action, track your focus minutes for the next week. I would recommend Toggl. Please screenshot your results and share your reflections in Circle. And for Vision, the homework is to continue crafting your Life Compass document. It will probably take 1 or 2 hours. So I would recommend, if you can, devote 1 or 2 hours. Obviously, if you don't have the time, 15 minutes is better than nothing, but I would really recommend you continue crafting your Life Compass document. And as a bonus, what you can do, once you've written some stuff in your document, is you can copy and paste the whole thing into ChatGPT or Claude or whatever AI tool, and you can say something like, you are the world's best life coach. Based on my answers to these prompts, give me, tell me what you think of me, or tell me what you think my core values are. And often it gets some good stuff. It gets at some really useful things. You can say, based on my answers to these prompts, what questions should I be thinking about how I guide my life? This is one of my favorite ways to use AI as a life coach. And you can use your answers from the Life Compass document from these questions. You can use that as fodder for the next several years to prompt an AI life coach to help you out with setting goals or like figuring out what your blind spots are or whatever that might be. So there are 3 key takeaways from this session. Firstly, I'd recommend you keep a focus log. Tracking your focus minutes is the single biggest change you could possibly make to your productivity. If you consistently do just that, it'll be worth the price of this course. I basically guarantee it. Secondly, I'd recommend you create your focus menus. Your activation, reactivation, and recharge menus are key to finding strategies that work for you to stay productive without burning out. And finally, I'd recommend you build your life compass. By visualizing the very long term, you'll be able to understand your authentic values and set more meaningful and impactful goals. Again, we've got action and vision as the homework for the week. There will be a link in the chat to the Circle space where you can submit your assignment. And if you're watching this after the fact, we would love it if you post in the comments section of what your assignment for the homework is. And this is what we've done in week 1. We've talked about the focus hours component of LifeOS. And you're going to build in your own components like the activation menu, the reactivation menu, the recharge menu, the focus log, the capture method into your own system. And we've talked a little bit about the prompts for the Life Compass, how to clarify your values through long-term visualization. And you've got homework to take some time out and think about these big, deep, meaningful questions for yourself. Next week, we are going to be talking about productive days, how to build energizing routines that balance focus and rest to help us be productive in a way that feels good and that doesn't burn ourselves out, and the future sketch to dream divergently to create a medium-term vision. So that's it for this session. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining the session. Thank you for spending this time with us. Have a lovely week. Please do the homework. And we'll keep an eye on Circle submissions to see if you're doing the homework. But obviously, I get it if life gets in the way. Don't worry about it if you can't do it, but I would really recommend you do. I'm going off on holiday for the next 5 days where I'll be frantically preparing the slides for next session. So thank you very much, and I will see you all next week. Have a good day. Bye-bye.